A warm welcome to the class, dear students. This is Module 2 on the topic sentences. In Module 1, we had seen the organization of a sentence, namely into the subject, verb, and object pattern. We had learned that every sentence has a subject which actively performs an action, and there is an object which is the recipient of the action. We had also looked at the difference between a phrase and a clause. Next, we had seen the classification of clauses into being dependent and independent. We had studied that an independent clause is a complete sentence by itself, whereas a dependent clause is an incomplete sentence. It looks for extra information to be placed in front of it or after it so as to make a complete sentence. Today, with the help of our prior knowledge based on the types of conjunctions and types of clauses, we shall be looking at the types of sentences. Sentences can be classified into three categories: a simple sentence, a compound sentence, and a complex sentence. A simple sentence, as the name suggests, is a sentence where there is a subject performing an action. It is also an independent clause because it makes complete sense all by itself. If we look at the example here, he was eating a bacon sandwich. The subject is a boy, and he has been recognized here with the pronoun he. The action that is being performed is that of eating, and the recipient of the action, namely the object, is a bacon sandwich. The next kind of sentence is a compound sentence. A compound sentence is when two independent clauses are brought together with the help of a coordinating conjunction, like and, but, so, for, and yet. If you look at the first example that is presented before us, there are two main clauses or independent clauses which stand as I love sport, I am the captain of the local football team. Both these independent clauses have been brought together with the help of the conjunction and thereby making a compound sentence which reads as I love sport and I'm the captain of the local football team. Similarly, there are three more examples for you to study below. Now is a short exercise for you to do in your notebooks. You need to classify the sentences as being simple or compound. Let's look at the first sentence. It says, some animals run fast and some animals fly high. We can easily locate the two independent clauses here. The first one is some animals run fast, and the second independent clause is some animals fly high. Both of these clauses have been brought together with the help of the conjunction at. Thus, this qualifies as being a compound sentence. The second sentence, which reads as, a pigeon flies 60 miles an hour. This sentence does not have any conjunction. Thus, this qualifies as being a simple sentence. You are requested to attempt question number 3 to 10 in your notebook. Now we move to the third kind of sentence. This is known as a complex sentence. A complex sentence is made when a dependent clause, that is, an incomplete sentence, is completed with the help of an independent clause. If we look at the first example here, it reads, I first saw her in Paris. This is a complete sentence. Now the second clause, which is the subordinate clause here, is an incomplete sentence. it reads, where I lived in the early 90s. When I bring both of them together, then this sentence then the main clause completes the subordinate clause to make complete sense. For example, it reads, I first saw her in Paris where I lived in the early 90s. Similarly, go the next three examples. It needs to be noticed that a subordinate clause may be placed in front of the main clause or behind the main clause depending upon the content. This is a short assessment which has been shared with you on your tabs. A time frame of 5 minutes has been given to you to attempt this. You are requested to attempt this exercise, which asks you to classify the sentences into simple, compound, or complex, and submit it. In the next module, we shall be looking at bringing together simple sentences to create compound and complex sentences. Thank you.